What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl, J Mills, and you are tuned into What's the Motivation? My perspective on the DMV scene now is that we have an interesting opportunity to really put ourselves on. I see a lack of unity is really just bringing us down, especially when I look at other cities and other places and what it's like when you visit these places. DC is the only place I've been that's like this. If I go to Atlanta, I'm gonna hear a bunch of Atlanta music that I've never heard before in DC. I'm gonna hear all sorts of just Atlanta culture. If I go to Houston, same thing. If I go to Miami, same thing. I go to New York, I go to Oakland, I go to LA, I go to these different places and I'm hearing the culture of these places every day. In the morning, afternoon, at night, whatever. So to come here to DC, and my whole life, we would just get 1 hour of go-go. That's it. Throughout the day, in the morning, afternoon, night, you're hearing music from everywhere else but here. You know, now they're like, oh, you know, vote in this and call to vote that. But when you have other places where the DJs, you don't have to call to vote to hear their music. That's what DJs do. They hear what's hot. They spin what they think is dope. That's how that goes. But here in DC, doesn't happen. That's one side. Then you have another side where these artists, they have shows and people go to these local rap shows. And the shows are actually dope because they're well curated. And you just have a night full of really great artists that are underground, but you feel it's like that 8 Mile kind of vibe. And we don't have that kind of respect here for a lot of different reasons. You might go to a show, they've got 25 different people on the bill and 24 of them are terrible. Or, you know, it's a dope show, but it's on a Monday night. It's on Wednesday night because they don't let local folks perform on the weekends. You're not going to have a Saturday night local artist show. And then where's the show? At these other places, if I go to these local clubs, I'm in Atlanta and I'm at a club, the local rappers got tables and their music is playing at the clubs. But here, nope, you go to the club, you definitely not hearing no local music unless, well, you know, shout out to Shy Glizzy, you know, but you're not even going to hear Logic. Wale had to change his sound. So there's also that, as if the only thing we want to hear at night, not even the lounges, not your hookah bars, not the places where people aren't twerking, not your cigar bars. None of these places are a place where you can just, as a person, listen to the music. And then on the flip of that, we don't own no clubs. We don't own, we're trying to rent to pay for somebody else, and most of these owners don't want people like us in their spaces. It's a lot of different factors that are happening here in the city, and the only thing we can really do to combat that is to unify, to put our money together and buy our own spot that has great sound, and it's not foreign. I mean, the Rock and Roll Hotel just closed, but there's a lot of other independent venues that are playing music, just not us. But, you know, they're putting their money together, man. Shout outs to Mark Powers. Shout outs to folks that are in these different positions and are putting them things together. And so, you know, it's a whole thing. It's you as an artist. So many artists, you would put them on their bill. They don't promote at all. They're not sharing the word that they're on this bill. They might have how many ever thousands of followers, but when they actually have a show, how many people actually come out? Hardly any. So it's like every angle that you look at it, we could all do better. And the DMV, we really, really have to step up to let our culture be known, because the culture is a culture because of unity, because we've all agreed this is what we do, this is where we go, this is what we listen to, and we aren't able to do that. And we haven't been for a very, very, very long time. But, you know, speaking positively, who knows what the future holds? You know, I see people joining up together, and I think that it's possible, hopefully, for us to get on that wave of owning our own and coming together as a common scene so that we can step up and represent for all the talent that's here in the city. The projects that I've worked on and the projects I'm putting out now is the whole Beautiful Mind project. You can see more at www.therealjmills.com. That breaks down all the different chapters of my life. The good years, which is the old school, which goes right into Nina Ross. Shout out to every girl that was in love with a drug dealer. That was our ticket out, you know. Falling in love with the wrong folks led to love story. Falling in and out of love. Writing about love and sharing it led to the gift of rhyming, as you will, which led to C'est La Vie, which is just, you know, I'm a rapper now. I gotta live this ballin' life, and I got it, you don't. Real braggadocious. But after that, I realized that there was a power and social responsibility that came with this platform, which led to knowledge. All my songs about knowledge of self, and man, shout out to Intelligent Hoodlum in the early 90s and rappers that was rapping about knowledge of self, and that was cool. I'm here for that. And last is New Moon. The dark side of the moon, if you will, but that's me getting into just production and writing songs for other people, composing and arranging and doing all those things. So I'm working with RBI. I've given him my catalog of over 100 and some odd songs that we're coming out with the 6 different mixtapes for those first 6 different chapters. Looking forward to breaking that out. So many new music things. Also, the Pass the J podcast. We got 13 episodes with your favorite artists with a plethora of very, 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 very fine, exotic flowers. And we're talking about life, chopping it up, looking to see which one they choose so we can pass the J podcast with successful stoners coming your way. Again, therealjmills.com to follow that, or passthej.com also to follow that. And Pass the J as a brand, letting people know the flowers that I've tried that are Pass the J approved, not just here in DC, but all over the world where we can smoke, find out the right things to get, where to get it, how it smokes, all those good things. Word to Jamaica. Definitely, if you're heading over there, holla at me. I can make sure that you're put in with the right folks that can give you the cultural experience that you really want when you head over there. So very excited about those things, the music, the brand, the weed, the J, all that good stuff.